Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Mondays with Max. How are you guys all doing? I am Max Voltage, as you all know. And hang on a second. Let me get my screen situated here. Alrighty, let's see who's here tonight. We got Triple D Innovation Mining. He is first and a member. So thank you for being a member. Dumpster Fire, thank you for being a member. Crypto Tito, thank you for being a member. Trying to Mine, thank you for being a member. Perkster, gosh, got a lot of members here now. Perkster, thank you for being a member. Travelers Travels, Toxic Miner, Aragon Strider, Joe Brown, Gandalf Gray, thank you guys all for being here. Sunflower Mama, of course, thank you for being here. By the way, in case you don't know, she says sup nerds with the greatest affection. It's from Pitch Perfect, by the way. Anyway, go watch the movie. You'll understand. Anyway, Little Time Mining, thank you for being here. Alexander Fleener, Automatic Beat, The Unboxing Project, thank you for being here. Integra Guy, bet you're liking these low power prices. I know I am. Thank you for being here and being a member. Kirk Solar, Boinker139, thank you for being here. And dude, Mint is chum changes things. So, but hey, copying is the greatest source of flattery. Anyway, just kidding, Boinker. Thank you for being here. Avengers 34. Yeah, I got Dumpster Fire before. D Miners, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Georgie, I'm gonna give it a try. Vepgzad. I don't know. Sorry, I'm sure I butchered that. I was gonna give it a try. Wow, Henway, thank you for being here. Crypto Crag, Blue Dragon Mining, Mike the Miner, in High Root Farms. Thank you guys all for being here. That's what's weird. I don't know if everybody got the notification. I went to my channel to see if I could just pull up the stream, and yeah, it didn't pull up right away. But anyway, before we get into everything, this live stream, as many of the past ones, is brought to you by
Fluxpools.net would like to announce a new weekly lottery for loyal miners that support their projects. As you might already know, Flux Labs is operated by the people from the Flux team, and their goal is to provide a safe and transparent mining experience. While the Flux project does not take directly from the pool, they do give a portion of their fees back to the Flux project because they understand that both the project and the miners are what make this pool possible. Fluxpools is giving away nearly 5,000 Flux a month back to miners, and they've decided to reward even more miners during this time of uncertainty. The new weekly Flux lottery replaces the $1,000 per month giveaway and gives 5 lucky miners with a 95% uptime or greater $50 in Flux every week. There are 11 months remaining with over 40 chances to win. In addition, all mining and parallel asset fees are waived until October 5th. This is all on top of their weekly loyalty program. The giveaway prize will be sent directly to the mining address and nowhere else. So please do not mine directly to an exchange. Your rewards may be lost as a result. Please check out fluxpools.net for a great place to mine.
I really hate it when I do that. Anyway, so let's take two on afterwards. I always want to mute it because I want to talk to Sunflower Mama while the ad's playing. So anyway, but thank you, Martin, for letting me know that. I do appreciate that. At any rate, so yes, Fluxpools, you can still take advantage of their free mining fees and and parallel asset fees. So got that until October 5th. But actually, it's a good tie into tonight with Ergo and Flux. With most of the news that I'll be covering will be those related to those. So no, it is not your fault. Anyway, alrighty. Well, let's start with just kind of an update of different things. So I'm gonna go to my power prices because that's what I've been talking about to give you guys an idea. Like today's power prices. Let me scroll down on that. So yeah, 5.9 cents is where it's at currently. These are my overnight prices, 2.9, 3, 3.1, 3.1, and then the 5 a.m. went up to 4.2. But again, very low. I did check my last bill, and my distribution is like about 1.3 cents net. There's some weird credits going on right now with a bill that passed in Illinois. Anyway, but 1.3. So basically, I'm looking very pretty at less than 5 cents a kilowatt hour overnight. So it's been working pretty well, except when I went downstairs today, not sure why, but one of my rigs was still going. So I'm gonna have to look into that to see why that was the case. So anyway, it was my CPU mining rig with GPUs on it. So anyway, I'll have to keep an eye on it. Tomorrow morning when I get up, I'll make sure it shuts itself off. Otherwise, I will have to look into that a little bit further. That's very flattering, but no. It's funny you mentioned that because I had thought. Oh, okay. So sorry, Red Panda said, Max, I'm sending you all my rigs. No thanks. I don't have any capacity for that right now. But it's interesting you mentioned that because the thought has crossed my mind that if we're still in this situation where the price of electricity is still very high for most people, and I still have really, really low at certain times during the day, I was thinking about actually doing some hosting, but I have to build a shed first. So um, we've played with the idea. It's right now just a glimmer in my mind right now. I'm not taking it too seriously, but has definitely been a thought to say, okay, I could do this at this cheap of rate as long as people are comfortable with only mining 6 hours out of a 24-hour day. So, but again, we're in the perfect time right now. And fall and spring is the perfect time to mine because there's no heat. Most people aren't heating their homes. Most people aren't cooling their homes. They have their windows open. There's just a lot less stress on the grid. And therefore, the cost of electricity overall, as you can see, is low. I mean, the whole day was pretty darn low as it was. So if you look at tomorrow's prices, they go up a bit because it is getting warmer. It's supposed to be near 80 on Thursday, Wednesday. I don't know. It's gonna get warmer, so people are gonna turn the air conditioners back on and such. But yeah, tomorrow's prices get up in the 8 cent range, which means the net of it's gonna be about 10 cents. So pretty much above where most people would be profitable anyway, even with where Ergo's at right now. So let's get right into the Ergo news. Actually, let's do this first. We'll do the Flux Ergo news first. And just a little while ago, but what was it? 9 hours ago, Flux announced that swapping Flux Ergo to either Ergo or Flux will be enabled within the next 48 hours. So thank you for the super chat, Hog Crypto. I very much appreciate it. General Perfect Hair Voltage. Couldn't do it without Sunflower Mama. She's the one who actually cuts my hair. So there you go. There's the secret. Anyway, so yeah, they're going to be enabling it within the next 48 hours. Of course, anybody who has tried to swap like right away can be a little difficult, especially with where Ergo's at right now. I'm not sure how easy or hard it's going to be, but anyway, but definitely something to be aware of. I know I'm going to want to swap mine relatively soon because I do want to do the third node, third Cumulus node. So when I swap that, I'll be really close. I'll be almost there. So, at any rate, so that's good news. But why is all this news with Red Panda? You're cracking me up. Max, I will send you all my rigs for hosting. Thanks. Yeah, I think if I want to stay married, that isn't gonna happen. She's already complaining that it's still too hot in the house, even though it's cooler outside. So, because I don't have the air conditioning on now. Yeah. And like I said, well, you know what? Hey, you know what you could do? You're all about home improvement, so you could pay for upgrading my service to 400 amps. Just kidding. Thank you for the super chat, Red Panda. I do appreciate it. And Perkster, is there anything that wonderful woman of yours doesn't do? No, she does it all. Okay. In response to that, she said, spend responsibly. In other words, she doesn't always spend responsibly. Anyway, thought that was funny. Definitely got my funny bone. And hello, Ildemaro Osechas. Good evening to you as well. And everybody else that joined. Alex Petro, Slick Nick 87. I know I saw Baldini. Obviously Hawk. And I don't think Chump Change is showing up yet. Man, the boss and the Mining King. No Mining King yet. Anyway, that's right. Nothing like calling him out in the middle of a video. Anyway, alrighty. So, good thing. Oh, hey, New England Crypto. Good to see you too. So anyway, that's going to be happening within the next 48 hours. Keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes peeled for that. So, some interesting things happening with Ergo. You know about this EIP 37. It must have taken place today. And let me show you. And I actually didn't see anything that announced that, but I also wasn't looking for it. I was more looking for the evidence that it happened. So if we look at the difficulty, okay, so here's the difficulty right there post merge. Okay, then you've got this drop in difficulty because everybody like fell off, but it took forever to get to that one. And even here it was too high. And this still took a long time to finally get down to here. Although the reason why this was cut short was because I believe the EIP went through. So, okay, so now you're down here. And now it appears that difficulty changes are happening more rapidly, which is a good thing. So, as I've seen and heard some people saying, well, this is still going to be a problem. It's just going to be shorter lived opportunities for profitably mining. That is partially true. You're still going to get these spikes in profitability with Ergo, but they won't be anywhere near as high and the difficulty won't spike as high. So if you look at right now, look at the Ergo hash rate. Let's look at a month. It went all the way up to 217. This is the reason why the difficulty went so high. Okay. So now that the difficulty was so high and the hash rate dropped as low as 12 terahash, which is obviously way low compared to where it was. I mean, even in this range, you're looking at it was somewhere between 20 and 25. So it dropped all the way down to 17 from the low 20s. And now it's popped all the way back up to 52 and now like 48, somewhere in that range. So, but how is it still profitable at that? Well, that hasn't had enough adjustment to go back up. So you do have a little bit of a window. So where is it at right now? So I ran this about 15 minutes ago. I did this at 8 cents. At 10 cents, it wasn't profitable. It was profitable a while ago. But at 8 cents, you're looking at, this is on my Octominer rig. So we're looking at, what was it? Well, that was rig 1 that I was looking at. But hang on. Let me find out what the hash, well, I guess you can look at the hash rate actually. Doesn't matter what my rig actually is, but what is the predicted hash rate. So right around 2 gigahash on Ergo. So the gross amount is about $4 a day. The net amount is about 78 cents. Now, if we get down to where I'm mining at night, which I'm down around 5 cents, it starts getting a little bit more interesting. So now I'm making like $2 a day on that. So now overall, with my other 2 rigs on it, I'd be making about $4 a day or so, a little bit over $4 a day. Basically, it's $1 per gigahash, and I'm at like 4.29. So that'd be like $4.29 a day. Is that going to last? No, it's not gonna. But it's one of those things, because the profitability, or I should say, because the difficulty lags, you have this opportunity to, it won't suddenly change in difficulty. The thing is, though, as you mine, the more people that come online, the block times get shorter and shorter and shorter, making the next epoch come faster and faster and faster. So, alrighty. Oh, it's King's Kid birthday. I was not aware. Should have been aware, I guess, but I did not see that. So, happy birthday to King's Kid. Yeah, I figured that was why he wasn't here. Yeah. So anyway, um so anyway, I just thought that was all very interesting. I'll be curious to see where this goes. I don't know if I'm going to leave it on it overnight. But it is interesting to see, as more hash rate goes to Ergo, that some of the others become more profitable as well. I won't say the F word. Flux. Oh, I said it. Anyway, but some of the others are also becoming a bit more profitable. Conceal was more profitable. So the other key thing in looking at this is you have to be at current profit and current values. If you're still doing 24 hours with Ergo, you're going to miss these small times where it is more profitable. So always make sure when you're thinking about mining Ergo that you're looking at the current value for profit and for difficulty. So, okay. Anyway, that's pretty much the main things I had to cover tonight. Gosh, we're only 20 minutes in, and I haven't really. It was a busy day. Thankfully, work is getting a little bit less busy. So that is looking up this week, where hopefully by the end of the week, I'll be able to put in an 8-hour day. I don't even know what that feels like. It's going to be beautiful. All right, let me see if I can hit some of the chat here for anybody. If you want to say something to me, please tag me. So, okay. All right. So, there we go. Hawk says, now you're a competitor. I've always been a competitor, Hawk. No, I know the mining. I got it. The hosting part. Yeah, I got it. Anyway, so Martin asks, does that mean you have solar? Yes. Yes, I do have solar. Let me see here. So it doesn't say anything here. Let me see if I can bring this up so you guys can get an idea of what my solar looks like. Hang on. That should work. I just have to make sure that it doesn't have my name on it. I've doxed myself so many times, but oh yeah. It definitely would dox me. But I can fix that. We will do this. Come on. Yeah, we'll do that. That should work. Now I can do that. Perfect. So this was my production for today. As you can tell, it was a very sunny day. So at the peak, it did about 4.5 kilowatts at that particular time. For the day, it was 31.43 kilowatt hours. So again, not a huge system. It does have a 5K inverter. It's a 6 kilowatt system, but at this time of year with the sundown, it does not peak out the 5 kilowatt inverter that I've got. But yeah, I mean, it obviously helps. And as I've mentioned before, we go back to today's prices. Yes, I'm putting power back into the grid at some of the higher prices of the day. So 6.7 cents, 6.5 cents. 5.7, you know, this part of the day, yeah, I'm feeding it back into the grid, making money at this point, which is going to help me pay for my power when the power prices are actually even less. So I did actually get my bill for September, but in looking at it, it's really hard to evaluate it. Yes, my price per kilowatt hour did go down, but not by a lot because most of the power that I used was in the first part of the month. So it's heavily weighted towards pre-merge mining as opposed to post-merge mining. So I'm going to wait until October. My solar won't be as great. I won't be making as much money on the solar because obviously, hey, we're in the northern hemisphere. We get less light this time of year. So yeah, but I will be able to evaluate it to a certain extent to see how things are working and what my cost per kilowatt hour will be with a full month of evaluation of it. So, all right, let me go back to, that's interesting. Okay, my chat just went away. I don't like that. Let's see if this reopens it. There it is. Let's try that again. So for those of you people that know, I do have a lot of tabs open, and it told me I ran out of memory. I have 32 gigs in this computer. I wouldn't think I'd run out of memory. But anyway. All righty. All right, let me go back to the chat. Oh, and it deleted it because I can't go all the way back to the top. All right, King's Kid's birthday. What were you laughing at? He's in Finland. I am not in Finland. I've said a lot of times, and this is a dead giveaway, I'm in the Chicago area. Anyway, and I'm open about that. Chicago area is a big place. It's got 9 million people in the metropolitan area. So, yeah, I won't be telling you exactly where in the Chicago area, but I'm in the Chicago area. If I were in Portugal, I'd probably be crying. Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I feel very fortunate that I have this program. I wish everybody had this program. I don't understand why power companies don't want to offer it, but it is what it is. I'm guessing you're asking me if I'm gonna get an Intel A770. I wasn't planning on it, but yeah, probably not. I mean, I know it's for content, I suppose, but it's kind of not my thing. I'm not a let's test this piece of hardware type of thing. I don't know. Probably not, I will say. Crypto T Crypto Tito, I do appreciate it, but I've said that a lot and so it's not a big secret. But I do appreciate you doing your job as a mod. Uh Crypto Craig, are you doing any more spec mining with the small cap coins like Meow Coin or Frog Coin? No. I mean, I'm not afraid to do spec mining, but I kind of need to think. I need to see something that I can sink my teeth into. Meow Coin and Frog Coin. I'll be honest. I don't know much about Frog Coin. Meow Coin saving the cats. I just don't see the business case for it or the use case for it. Well, and I don't like cats, but that's besides the point. I don't wish them any harm. Okay, don't wish them any harm. Just, and the funny thing about it is, I've definitely learned the more you ignore a cat, the more the cat wants you to like it. As soon as you're like, oh, such a cute cat, it like scrams. It's like out. So anyway, that's at least my experience with cats. Um, Frog coin for the win. Yeah, everybody go mine frog coin. That'd be great. That'd be great. Well, let's see. Yeah, wow, not a cat lover. No, like I said, don't wish them any harm. Just not a cat lover. I do not have any pets. Have never had any pets. Love dogs. But honestly, most animals like me. I don't know why, but they do. Crypto Crag, what are your thoughts on using unminable to get payouts in those types of coins? For example, mining Ergo with payouts to ApeCoin or others. Um, I'm of the mindset I'd rather just do it myself as opposed to letting them do it for me. But their fees are really low, so nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it at all. Um, yeah, I mean, I've always said mine for what's most profitable, sell it if you don't want to hold it, and buy what you think is going to pay the greatest dividends. So, Unminable does exactly that for you. So, yeah, in essence, I do like the idea. It's just not what I've chosen to do. I've chosen to mine and either hodl the coin for a while I get a bag of it, and then usually at that point that's when I start selling it. Basically, kind of what I did with Ethereum actually. Was always mining Ethereum, but I was selling it and buying into Cardano. I have a little bit of Avalanche. I have a little bit of Algorand. Uh, I mean, a bunch of different things. I mean, the Raven coin I mined. I mean, I have some Litecoin. Honestly, most of the Litecoin that I'm getting now, I'm getting from free cash. I'm getting the thing that DJ Mines has been talking about, and that's how I got onto it, was freecash.com. Basically, I just have this video that runs in the background and make about somewhere around 80 cents, 90 cents a day. If I take a survey and get some bonus coins, I can make about $1.50 a day. Not going to get rich or anything, but I take my payouts in Litecoin and then I just basically hold it. So, anyway, Tiger Guy, like I said, don't wish them any harm. Just not a cat guy. That's all. Nothing against them. It's like the religious argument. You never want to get into a religious argument, Republican or political argument. Republicans versus Democrats. This whole thing, cats versus dogs. Yeah, people are on one side or the other. And, Pineapple Beast wants to know when pizza. Sorry, Pineapple Pizza. When's there going to be a max voltage coin? There is not going to be a max voltage coin. Not unless somebody approaches me and says, "Hey, would you like to get behind this coin?" I'd be like, "Maybe. Tell me a little bit about it." Um, but yeah, I don't. Anybody who would be wanting to develop a coin and have it really have a great use case, they wouldn't need my name to make it successful. That's for sure. So anyway, okay, I just got a DM. That's actually pretty cool. Alrighty, let's see what else is being said. Yeah, New England Crypto says I use Unminable to DCA into Cardano and Uniswap. Yeah, not those are definitely two good ones I think to. Not that this is financial advice, but again, coins that have a use case. I focus on, do they have a use case? So, let's see. Atom staking pays 18% on Exodus wallet. That's cool to know. I did actually do a calculation on what my return was for doing a Flux node, and it's greater than 20%. It's like 22, 23%. And obviously that fluctuates. The more nodes there are, the less the return will be. But for right now, it's a great return. Certainly much better than the Titan nodes, putting your money in Titan nodes. But Titan nodes is still not a bad return. It's just not as good as doing your own node. Let's see here. Everybody's talking about the different coins they're interested in. Losing with Larry. I love pizza. I like that. Just out of the blue. RC, what price do you anticipate you will start taking profit from Flux? I assume it's big. It's interesting you mentioned that. I don't know. I really don't. I mean, if you've seen, I mean, month over month, their revenue is growing. Now, admittedly, the revenue is very small right now, but if they continue with the month over month growth, it compounds like greatly. And so I don't know. It's one of those things where when you invest in a company, you don't just say, "Well, I'm going to take a profit at this point." You reevaluate along the way. If it continues to add value to the company or the coin, whatever, however you want to look at it, if it continues to build equity and prove out its value, and its value continues and has no reason to think that the revenue that it produces is going to slow down or stop, then you look at the growth rate. Maybe when the growth rate starts to, you start to get to that peak, I might take a little bit of profit. But where that is, I don't know, because I'm really looking at the revenue, because that will drive everything. Just like it was with any company, you have hype of all kinds of things, but you know what? If the company makes money, if it makes money and continues to make more and more and more money, it doesn't matter if what kind of widgets they make, what kind of service they provide. It doesn't matter. The price of the stock, or the price of the coin in this case, will go up and will continue to go up. So I'm more focused on that. Hawk says Flux is easily $100 plus coin. $100. I'm not looking at $100. I'm looking beyond that, honestly. But again, not financial advice. But you're asking me where I'd sell. I'll sell beyond $100. It'll be some point beyond that. But again, I'm reevaluating all the time. So if something specifically changes, for example, helium. Yeah, it's 34 minutes into the stream, and it took me 34 minutes to bring up helium. And Brian Hollywood's not even here to hear that. Anyway, that would be a coin that I'd be like, I waited too long to sell. So now I'm kind of just holding and accumulating. So it's still profitable to mine with the helium miner. So, yeah, I'm not sure what I'm doing with that right now, but gonna stick to my guns on that one just because it still is profitable. I've got 40 helium now, and it's worth less than what I owned 6 months ago. But I guess you could probably say that about pretty much most coins. So I guess that's not really a big surprise. So anyway, and yes, Hawk said he was being conservative. Yeah, I mean, it provides a service and multiple services. They're planning a build out of more and more services on this thing. Yeah, think of it like helium and what its promise was, and the fact that it's a great use case, and we're building out this network, and we're building all of these thousands and thousands. So we're building out this low RAN network. That's great, but who's going to use it? They had all these grand plans. All these people are going to be using it, but who's using it? Really isn't many using it at this point. So the Flux, I mean, the big thing is how many people, companies, whatever, can they get to use their platform? And that's the key. And it's continuing to grow. If it does continue to grow, it's going to continue to go up in price. Alrighty, enough on that. Imagine the monthly Flux node income at $100. Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be very nice. Right now, I'm at about $20 right now. Well, less than that. I was thinking of Flux at about $1. But yeah, it's pretty close to that. It's right around $20 a month for the two. It's $10 on each. So Pineapple Pizza wants to know how hard it would be to turn it into a Flux node. Well, Hawk has done it. It was my idea. I will say that. It was my idea. But I wasn't doing it because I was still on. And plus, I didn't have any gold spots. So, but I probably will be doing one soon. I'm setting up a swap with somebody in the community, and anyway, but yeah, I will be taking one. So no, it's not hard at all. It's just a Raspberry Pi inside of a gold spot. Yeah, it has to be a gold spot though. Has to be an 8 gig Raspberry Pi. Has to be 8 gig. So a lot of them are 4 gig. Those cannot be turned into a Flux node. They can be turned into other nodes though. So if you wanted to use them for other nodes, you could certainly do that. So anyway, Brad John says $100 a coin on Flux would be life-changing money for me. Well, good for you. I wish great things for you. It's not life-changing money for me. It's a lot. I wouldn't call it life-changing for me. I don't have enough of it yet. But I do know there's a lot of people that were in early and got a lot of Flux early. So yeah. So RCS, what's my largest crypto holding? No dollar amounts, just what project? Probably right now it probably still is ETH. I have not sold out of ETH yet. But it's ETH and Bitcoin are my two biggest. After that, it's Cardano. And then definitely after that, it's Flux. So, yeah, Cardano I started investing in quite a while ago. So I rode it all the way up past $3 and I've ridden it all the way back down again. I did do some buying and selling in between. So I did make some profits, but yeah, vast majority. Yeah. I bought at a low price. So I'm still at it actually worth where it's at. I think I'm still at a gain. I had most of it at, I think around 22 cents, something like that. So, anyway, oh yeah, Hawk Crypto just posted his shameless plug. Posted it in the chat. Oh wait a minute, Hawk, how long did it take you to get that to be a working node?
He said right there, Max help.
Oh, okay. Only when he asked at the very end, I was like, holy cow. I don't recall, Max. Anyway, sorry, can't help it, Hawk. Can't help it. Anyway, my wife's probably typing. God, he can be such a jerk sometimes. Anyway, yeah, he made a mistake that is very easy to make. So, yeah. Oh man. Wicked Jester. I live in farmland, up speed of 10 meg max. Yeah, no nodes for you. Yeah, unfortunately not. I mean, I'm not much better. I mean, I'm up at like my promised upload speed is 35. I have gig down, 35 up. That's like the best you can do with Comcast unless you want to pay boatloads of money. I could get triple gig up and down. And if I did that, I would have to pay $1,000 up front and $300 a month. Yeah, that's a bit much. I haven't done the business case on it to see if I could actually make money if I hosted nodes, like other people's nodes. So, because obviously hosting nodes doesn't take much power, so and they don't heat the house much. So, I have not done that yet, but I want to look at that. Biggest issue though is when you host nodes, you have to make sure they stay up. And I've done well at keeping mine up and running, but I'm not going to have redundant internet. I'm in order to provide a UPS for all of them or some type of power backup. Yeah, so I would have to work out something where if they did go to the end of the line, that somehow I would reimburse that. I don't know. Again, haven't really looked that far into it, but again, it's a glimmer in my mind of something that maybe I could actually afford the triple gig service just through revenue of hosting nodes. Anyway, just a thought. Anyway, New England Crypto. All right, Crypto fam, I've got some editing done. Much love to y'all. Well, thank you, New England Crypto. Have fun editing. You mean somebody actually puts out content? I I have ideas. I have ideas. Oh, that's right. Oh, you know what? I do know that story. I do know that story. Let me look that up. Yeah, I totally know this story. As I actually saw that. I knew there was something I was going to bring up. I know, because I don't want to spoil the surprise. So, which some of you, I'm sure, have already heard about this. Let's see here. I'm just trying to look for one that. That's fine. We get it from the government's mouth. Oh, hello, Mr. Hobbyist. How are you? Alrighty. There you go. SEC charges Kim Kardashian with unlawful touting crypto security. She was busted. Yeah, she evidently was pushing a particular crypto and received a $250,000 payment to push the crypto. And SEC's like, you did not disclose that. That's a big no-no. So she's paying over $1 million, $1.26 million in penalties. Yeah, in penalties, disgorgement, and interest. What the heck is disgorgement? And cooperate with the commission's ongoing investigation. What is that? I have to look that up. Disgorgement meaning. What the heck is that? Oh, disgorgement is the legally mandated repayment of ill-gotten gains imposed on wrongdoers by the courts. So evidently, the disgorgement, there were penalties as well as the repayment of her gains and interest on her gains. So anyway, I thought that was pretty interesting. Couldn't have happened to a nicer person. Anyway, Deepran, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Appreciate it. All right, what did Hobbyist ask? First, D-Miners, thank you. Have a good evening, and thank you for being here. I appreciate it very much. Hobbyist asked, I still have to ask why she has to disclose it. I didn't see, was it not disclosed for taxes or just in general? It's in general. It's a conflict of interest. There was a spot, I forget where I read it, but basically said, yes, if you are pushing something, and actually they talked about it in general. Here it is. It's at the bottom. It says the federal securities laws are clear that any celebrity or other individual who promotes a crypto asset security must disclose the nature, source, and amount of compensation they received in exchange for the promotion. Investors are entitled to know whether the publicity of a security is unbiased, and Ms. Kardashian failed to disclose this information. I can tell you that, yes, when I do Fluxpools and it's up, they're sponsoring, yes, I am receiving a payment, but that's not pushing. The Fluxpools is to mine, not to push Flux. I am not being paid any Flux to say what I say about Flux or any other crypto. So, as we can pretty much say about everyone in this community, in this crypto community that we have here, mining community. I know that a number of YouTubers in the community have been approached by less than reputable, let's just say, spec mining coins with questionable interests. I don't know. Anyway, point being is, anybody who's thinking about doing it, that's what you need to do. There is one particular YouTuber that I'm kind of like, this person pushes a lot. I don't watch him anymore, but this particular one pushes different crypto projects. And I'm curious if he is disclosing what he's being paid when he pushes those projects. I mean, not financial advice, but it is interesting. Yeah, it is definitely interesting that that this was brought up, and basically it's a warning shot to anybody that's doing it. So yes, and there was another article I was reading that it specifically talked about influencers. Some type of social media, whether it be YouTube or TikTok or whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're an influencer and you received a payment to do something regarding a crypto project, uh, yes, you do need to disclose what that payment was. So, anyway, thought it was really interesting. I was not aware of that law. I would have disclosed it anyway just because it's the right thing to do. But yeah, thought it was interesting. Alrighty, let me catch up on the chat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not the first. It's just interesting that she was the one that I thought was the first to actually, uh, actually be fined a large amount like that. So, but got to give her credit. She says, "I want to put this thing behind me as quickly as possible. You know, gonna pay, come to an agreement with the SEC, cooperate, make a bad situation, make myself look as good as possible." So anyway, um, oh, there we you said that. Oh, Jake Paul, interesting. And Post Malone. Kevin Hart, really? I didn't know Kevin Hart. Um, what is the Emacs token? I have no idea, but I think that's kind of the point. Yeah, people heard of it, and now you haven't. People only heard of it because of her, and if that's the only reason why somebody hears of a coin, probably not something you want to, um, yeah, not something you want to invest in. Hobbies Miner, speak for yourself. Red Panda, like, thank you for today's sponsor, and they paid me $10,000. Yeah, right. I know, but you could always do that in like really fast speak, like at the very end, in exchange for the sponsorship. We received just like really, really quick, so that you meet the letter of the law. But anyway, if you're going to do that, that would probably be the way to do it, I suppose. Let's see. First time. It is not a new plaid. It is not a new plaid. Still that crisscross. Same colors. Anyway, but thanks for being here, Paul D. I appreciate it. Let's see. What else? Oh, Little Time Mining. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. My revenue for the day. Yeah, none of us are making a ton of money on mining right now, but hey, in the positive feels pretty good right about now. I don't know about you, but it feels pretty good. Anyway, but thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. All right, let me see. What is Red Panda saying? So I should guess I should start saying how much I was paid then, just for the heck of it. No, you should not. Everybody knows it's a sponsorship. That would be like when a TV station received a commercial that they had to put at the end of it how much that company paid for the commercial. Makes no sense. Well, I shouldn't say it doesn't make any sense. In a way it does, but no, that's not the law at this point. But anyway. Yeah, it does say crypto asset security. Yeah, right now, I don't know. If it's any crypto, I think the SEC would look down on that. Let's see. Oh, okay, sorry. Popped up on me here. I'm not going to do that. I figured you wouldn't. All right, Crypto Crag says, "What do you think about the US potentially going to CBDC?" I don't have an opinion because it it unto itself is not a bad thing. But um the yeah, that's such a hard question because like I said, by itself it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just the fact that anything like that in the power of a big government yields so much power. And will they just be like, here, do with it whatever you want, or here it is, you don't need anything else, therefore we're going to start stamping these things out and saying, no, you can't do this, you can't do this, and regulating all the other coins way more than a CBDC. So yeah, yep, I'm gonna get to that next. So yeah, it's hard to really say. Hard to really say. I think basically it's going to be in the way it's rolled out, if it gets rolled out. But obviously it's slippery slope. Alrighty. And then let me get the super chat. Matt Plumley, thank you for the $4.99. Appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys have learned so much since starting in March. Also got my helium miner up last week. Thanks, Max. Oh, no problem. Hope it's making lots of helium for you right now. We shall see if helium ever makes a large comeback. It'd be great if it did, but at this point, it's got a lot of FUD against it right now, as far as a security. So we shall see what happens there. All right, Ronnie Roland says, "Why Ergo pamping friends?" Pumping, I'm assuming he means. I haven't looked at the price actually. Let me take a look at what the price is right now. Well, I mean, the profitability is pumping, and that's because the difficulty's down, but it's only at 279. So I would say not really pumping in price, just like I said, just in profitability. And let's see. All right, you guys are talking to one another. All right, 3 Fox Code. Just joined the stream. I arrived at work now, starting my day. Well, welcome. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Do you want me to do like a 5-minute recap? Sorry. It's been about Ergo. Check it out. Ergo's profitable mining right now. Actually, let's do another check. Let's see how much less profitable it's become because as more people add to the hash rate, in fact, let's look at the hash rate first. So it was at like 50 something. Well, actually, let's do the network difficulty first. Yeah, still at 47, so still up there. Oh, that's the hash rate. So 47. So actually hasn't really increased. I mean, it got up as high as 50 something. Let's go to the difficulty. Yeah, it really hasn't changed any at this point. Although it looks like it's getting close to the next time it would change. And then what to mine? Let's see. Right now at 5 cents, it's $2 a day. Nope, still the same. $2 a day. Number one on the what to mine list. At 5 cents. I should clarify that. That's at 5 cents. And currently I'm not at 5 cents. I'm closer to around 7 cents right now. But even at 7 cents, it is profitable. In fact, it's even profitable at 8 cents, but barely. Let's actually see. Is it profitable at 9 cents? I think 9 cents it isn't. I'm pretty sure 8 cents it's not. No, actually 9 cents it is. Is it profitable at 10 cents? And again, it depends on what. No, 10 cents is when it goes negative. But 9 cents, I am using 6 3070 Ti's, 5 3060 Ti's, and a 3060. And that's my profitability at 9 cents is a 38 cents a day. So anyway, but again, mine's right now closer to 7, but overnight it'll be 5. So at 5, which is what I'm mainly mining, $2. So I would make 50 cents for mining overnight because I'm mining 6 hours. Better than a slap in the face. Alrighty, back to the chat. 3 Fox going, no need. I will catch up on the stream after the stream. All right, cool. 3 Foxco says, what to mine is still on 29 terahash for Ergo? That's a good point. It's about break even now. It'll be unprofitable for 2 hours when the difficulty adjusts. Yeah, that's what I'd wonder. But yeah, you're right. No, actually, go into here. And you can actually adjust each of these. That's my hash rate. You can put the difficulty in. Oh, difficulty value. Nope, can't put the oh, well, I guess you can put the difficulty value in here. So what was, oh, didn't want to do that. I need to go to a different tab. Difficulty over here. So 5.34 is the difficulty. But again, the difficulty by itself isn't enough. No, you don't. If you don't need to be signed in. I don't think you need to be signed in order to change difficulty. Maybe you don't. All you got to do is click enable, and then I could change it. But the difficulty is correct. It's you have to. What I want to change is the actual network hash rate. That's what I'd like to change. But unfortunately, it is not letting me do that. See how net hash rate basically is 29.69. It's not. It's closer to like 47 right now. So yes, it is certainly lagging by quite a bit, which is unfortunate. But yeah, whoever said that, yes, that's a good. Oh, Paul D, that is a very good catch. I will probably turn off here in a little bit and turn it back on at 11, and I'll go back to my normal mining. But again, it was good while it lasted. Sure, Hawk, you can go live. I'm actually going to be heading out of here pretty soon, and we could all go over and raid Hawk. Let's see, Meathead, not at 15 cents, but it's a lot better than a couple days ago. Yes, I mean, I definitely think it's going to continue to get better because there are not the dedicated miners out there, and they don't know what they don't know at this point, and they're going to eventually discover it and go, what the hell, why am I doing this anymore? And they're going to shut off. They will shut off. A lot of people already have, obviously, but I think there's going to be more that will just be like, hey, I'm not in this for the long term. It was nice while it lasted. I'll get out. I'll make some cash on my GPUs and such. So anyway, miner stat. All right, good call. Let me try miner stat. Miner stat. Coins. Calculator. There we go. Ergo. And yeah, I mean, this is just on 13080, which is fine for what we're trying to do here. I was trying to look for the details of it, but right now they're estimating 4 cents, but I don't, oh, there's the electricity cost down here. So yeah, if you look at 0.05, I was at like $2 a day. I don't think this has changed much either, because this is saying it's profitable. It was profitable at 10 cents. So I don't think the network hash rate on this has changed at all. Let's go here. Let's do, I was at 1935. was my power consumption? Power consumption was 1680. I'll say 0 on that. Electricity will calculate. Yeah, see, it's still saying it's break even. And difficulty. See, the network hash rate they're still saying is like 33.9, unless it's come down from what this is showing, from what 2Miners is showing as the network hash rate. Come on. There it is. I mean, because there isn't, here, let's do day. Yeah, I mean, it says 47.84, and it's not been 30 something for quite a while. I don't currently mine Ravencoin. I have a bag, and I'm quite comfortable with that bag of Ravencoin. So, not really thinking about that. So, in fact, actually, I haven't watched it, but Son of a Tech did a video on Ravencoin and asking some tough questions, I think, from some people from Ravencoin. So I plan on watching that eventually, but might be worth a watch to see if they are actually going to do something, I guess. Ergon Strider, thanks for Stream Max. Always a good way to spend the evening listening while I update Windows and bias firmware on CPU rigs. Oh, that sounds like fun. Definitely sounds like fun. So Perkster 47.84. Yeah. That's what it should be. But according to 2Miners, but according to this, it is not. And unfortunately, I don't see a way of changing the network hash rate. Let's see. This does network hash rate right there. So yeah, this one says 33.9 as of 2055, according to them. Don't know what to say other than that's what they're saying the network hash rate is. So anyway, it's always hard when the charts out there don't match. And I always wondered about 2Miners versus the other ones. Some report actual hash rate, some report reported hash rate, and they are going to differ a bit. Shouldn't differ by that much though. That's a big, huge difference. So, alrighty, one going live at 10:20. All right, cool. Ray's Mining asks, do you have a hard drive ready for Flux storage project? No, not yet. I will, but I don't have one yet. So, hey DJ, how are you doing? It's Eastern time. He's in Florida. So no, I do not have a hard drive ready. I will be getting a hard drive once I hear what the returns are, so I can kind of see what the cost benefit is. I'm not going to pull an NVIDIA. Not going to be an AIB and just trust that what the returns are going to be. Like AIBs have to do with NVIDIA. Anyway, love to throw that little jab at NVIDIA. It's about to get lit. Yeah, he'll have a lot more energy than I do. I think I have a decent amount of energy, but yeah, go check out Hawk. He's definitely entertaining. Not as entertaining as DJ, but he's up there. He's definitely up there. No, I will not be live at 10:20. In 14 minutes, I will definitely not be live. I will be signing out of here very, very soon. Deniz says 8 terabyte and 10 terabyte still cheap on eBay. Grab it before the price go high again. See, I don't think this whole thing with Flux is going to make the price of hard drives go high. It's not going to be like Chia. It isn't going to have the same effect as Chia did. And again, this as people put it, you can use spinning rust. as opposed to needing to use solid state drives or anything like that. I wasn't throwing any shade. Anyway, I was just paying DJ a compliment. Can't I throw compliments? Anyway, 3Foxco says, yeah, that's exactly my point. Some miners did not know the ETH merge happened until way after the merge. So I also think once a lot of non-dedicated miners see their electric bill, they will shut off. Exactly. Now, if they're still mining ETH, yeah, and they're going to turn off, well, that doesn't really help us. So we'll see. But at the same time, there's probably a lot that were just mining on NiceHash and weren't really paying attention and seeing that their profits were down. They'll figure that out eventually. All righty. Any other last questions before I sign off and we all go over and watch Hawk? Hawk. Yeah, I guess copying is the sincerest form of flattery. Anyway, alrighty, guys. Well, I've already gone longer than I thought I was going to go tonight. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys all being here. Again, I will be here next Monday, as always, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And again, thanks to you guys. Really appreciate you guys all being here. And you guys all have a good one.